It's week 6 of the National Football League. And up next is Darius Slay. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Packers and the Texans coming up next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put...
We are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 66 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season, 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room.
Touchdown, Packers! It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And he's got to be seeing ghosts here early on. He's thrown 2 passes. Both have been intercepted. 1 run back for a touchdown. Work to do as they begin 1st and 10.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll start by running the option to the right. He gives it up, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe...
Touchdown, Packers! Dallas Goedert, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Houston's offense taking over again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Eckler now between the tackles. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
But that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
He'll pitch it back.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott.
Yeah, still ran up
got
like an idiot.
room. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big run that time by Elliott. 51 yards.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Got a man. It's Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way. They could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
I understand why they hit lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the score.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Gets past him at the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The kick by Bass is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run right on the option. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's going to keep this again.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
And here comes the Texans now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down, Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Prescott. This is it's Brown.
That's
Get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now Prescott. Nifty move. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Prescott looks to throw on first. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six. Touchdown. Start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott.
Got a man. It's Diaby Brown, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Prescott. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Prescott throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And into the end zone. It's a pick six. Touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
And now out comes Houston.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Prescott now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. Will tick by this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3.
Ready.
They'll start with the option.
He pitches it. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's a give up the middle. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Right back to him on first down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On second down, they'll run it here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
It's showtime, baby! Here we go! Let's go! Let's get some luck!
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Oh, they'll run the option right. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage.
I didn't hand the ball off.
3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a toss running left, Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here.
I want it.
Down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Can't even get out of here.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs at the offense.
Little cheese.
Come back
That's all. Little
cheese. The other
cheese.
side, their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Neal. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Get out of man. I don't want to do this.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second and 2. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Get out of man.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the deep.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
To throw again on second down. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott.
Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Running with Elliott. Fights through, and now a crease. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
To the air again, Prescott. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Here's Prescott. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Marcus!
Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Neal. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now back to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
19 tight.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Houston set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, man open left side is Brown.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Green Bay, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Houston, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
that my